anyone else find it strange that nobody in America actually owns their home? I know a lot of people think they own their home. You know, they took out a mortgage, they paid it for 30 years, they paid it off, and now they own it. But they don't, because the government does. Like, the actual homeowner of every house in America is the government. Because here's the thing, if you actually own something, once you paid for it, you get to keep it. But that doesn't happen with houses. Think it through logically. In order to purchase a home, a person has to make money from a job, which is money that the government's already taxed. Then they need to spend that money on the home, which the government taxes. And then while you're living in that home, you have to pay utility bills, which the government taxes. You have to pay for insurance, which the government taxes. You have to pay for repairs. You have to pay for upkeep, all of which the government taxes. And then once you get to the point that you have completely paid off your home, you still have to pay the government for the privilege of living in the home that you paid off in the form of property taxes. And property taxes just make no fucking sense. It's basically the government saying, yes, we know you paid for it. Yes, we know we didn't do anything to help you pay for it. In fact, we did the exact opposite and took money from you, making it harder to pay for the home. And then everything you needed for the home, we charged you more for. But if you don't continue to pay us property tax even after you pay off your home, we're going to take it from you. That's not ownership. Every single person in America is a renter. Even if you think you own your home, you don't. You're just renting it from the government. And if you don't believe me, don't pay your rent. Don't pay that property tax for a little bit and see what your government landlord does.
Florida, the House just voted to eliminate property taxes.
How is the state of Florida going to make any money if they have no state income tax and no property tax?
Florida has one of the smallest government budgets per capita in the entire country. So we have one of the best lifestyles. We have 23 million people. Our budget is about $112 billion. Okay, the whole state of Florida. New York City's budget is $122 billion with 8 million people. So we have 3 times as many people and a lower budget than New York City.
It took moving to Miami Beach to figure out that the United States of America is a scam. I have no desire to pay taxes and I just want to leave the country. Just hear me out. 1, the overdevelopment here in South Florida, specifically in Miami, is actually sick. I'm a Floridian, so I've seen how everything has changed here. Old Florida doesn't exist anymore. When was the last time you seen oranges on trees? That just disappeared one day out the blue. Brickell and downtown Miami is so packed. The traffic is insane. And on the beach, it's even worse. We have a whole bunch of people post-COVID that moved down here, saw everything on sale, bought out all of the homes, bought out all of the apartments, and then people that are actually from here can't pay for anything. We have a whole bunch of old rich people that refuse to move out of their homes and let other young rich people move into a beautiful home to raise their families. Now we are all stuck raising our children in little apartments. Now let's say you have a car in Miami and someone crashes your car. And let's say what they do here is do a hit and run. In my case, that happened to me. And the person that did the whole hit and run had a fake license. His registration was expired for years. And they couldn't identify the person because the person wasn't a citizen. So that caused my insurance to go up by a lot. And I had to pay my insurance to pay for the damages. The promotion of OnlyFans and adult work here is absolutely insane. A whole bunch of young women think that they can't get by without, in a way, selling your soul. And I am not one to talk because I was also a model here in Miami, but there is a point in time where you're okay, should I stop or do I have to continue selling my soul for nothing? I also took the route of pursuing higher education, and I've never been broke to this day. But I've been seeing that there's a lot of women that are in sex work, in the dark industry, who are strippers, who are very lovely and sweet people, but they, I guess, I don't want to be they're not educated enough to know it's a cycle. Once you're in, you're never coming out. They don't understand the whole point of investing, saving money, pursuing someone that has some sort of values, and then you just get stuck in this fucking loop. And this is all caused by inappropriate websites, the OnlyFans, stripper life, like, all this shit. And none of these young women nowadays want to go and pursue higher education, which is actually effing crazy. Because if you're not smart, a man will take advantage of you. You have to be smart. Even if that man loves you, you still have to keep your guard up. You still have to know how to be like, read between the lines. Don't even get me on this trafficking that happens here. All these like old, rich people that, look like and come from Jeffrey Epstein's background do sex trafficking on all the models here. All the girls in Sunny Isles, they're all victims. All the Russian girls, how the hell you think they got here? The Cuban people here don't want to assimilate. We have a whole homeless issue, epidemic in Brickell, attacking young women that are runners, people getting robbed. And what does Miami-Dade do? They don't do shit. This is literally a place where they prey on women's insecurities. And I'm so glad that I don't really have an insecure body or bone in my body. I'm highly confident in myself, being a solid 8. Sometimes my weight goes up. Sometimes I get a pimple. Sometimes I have a bad hair day. But ask me if I think I'm fucking ugly. I'm not. But this place here damages women to think, oh, you have to compete with the other woman. Oh, you're fat. Oh, you're not skinny. Oh, you don't have boobs. Oh, you don't have a BBL. Oh, you need to be on Ozempic. Oh, you need to do this. Oh, you need to get filled up. Like, no. Like, that's toxic for people's minds. You have all the bros here, like, being scammers. Like, I don't trust anybody when I pull out my credit card because people have card readers here. Did you know about card readers? Okay, well, let me tell you something. If you have your iPhone unlocked and you have your Apple Wallet, like, just out, they can go walk by you on Ocean Drive and you won't even notice. And if your phone's unlocked and you're just taking a selfie and they have that scanner, they take all your information, just to let you know. And people that actually work or, like, clock in somewhere, you're in this cycle and they won't pay you more. Even if you have a skill, let's say you're bilingual and you actually speak English and Spanish, they're not going to pay you more, even though everyone here speaks Spanish and it's like a required skill. They won't pay you more. You want to try dating here? Every guy's going to try to take advantage of you. You start dating someone of a different religion here in Miami, if you know what I mean, they're gonna love you, they're gonna do whatever, and then guess what? One day they're gonna be like, oh, I can't marry you because you're not Jewish. And even if you convert, you're still, they fetishize exotic women, and when it's time to settle down, they won't fucking do it. This is a sunny place for shady people. And I noticed when I left the country recently and I was spending time with my family and I was enjoying like the fruits of my labor and having a good old time, I noticed that I am capable of leaving here and working there. I have land, I have a beach, I have everything I need over there. Is it different? Yeah. But I sort of feel like in America, it's like this rat race. And it's just so toxic. And outside of the US, in certain places, not everywhere, you're able to experience some sort of freedom. I feel like here in the US, we're like slaves. We're modern day slaves to these companies, to ourselves, to like the higher ups. I don't know, it's just food for thought.